Carl Edwards, the NASCAR legend with a distinguished 13-season career marked by 28 race victories and consistent top 4 rankings, is making a surprising return to the sport, but not in the way fans anticipated. The former driver will not be taking the wheel again. Instead, Edwards has chosen to join Amazon Prime Video as a rookie broadcaster, providing expert analysis for NASCAR coverage. In a significant development that has captured the attention of the NASCAR community, Edwards has declined Kyle Larson's public offer to drive the number 5 Chevrolet during the All-Star race practice at North Wilkesboro Speedway. This decision comes as Larson prepares for his Indianapolis 500 qualifying attempt, creating a need for a substitute driver. Larson made his intentions clear in January when he publicly offered Edwards the opportunity to pilot his number 5 Chevrolet during the All-Star race practice. This opportunity arose because Larson will be at Indianapolis Motor Speedway preparing for his Indy 500 run during that time. Speaking to Bob Pockrass of Fox Sports, Larson stated, "I've not talked to him, and Bob, you can blow this out there. He's probably not going to see it anyways, but I would love to have Carl Edwards do it. I think it would be great. That's my pick this year. I've mentioned it to Jeff Gordon and Cliff Daniels, but nobody outside of that."
I've not talked to him, and Bob, you can blow this out there, and he's probably not going to see it anyways. But I would love to have Carl Edwards do it. I think it'd be great because that's my pick this year. I've mentioned it to, Jeff Gordon and Cliff, but nobody really outside of that, so.
Larson emphasized the potential impact of Edwards' return, adding,
"It's not anything serious right now, but that's who I would pick. I think that would make a huge splash in the sport and be great. So, Carl, if you happen to see this, please jump in the 5 car.
We'll see him in a couple weeks.
The situation mirrors last year's arrangement when Kevin Harvick filled in for Larson during the All-Star race practice while Larson was preparing for the Indy 500. This time, however, Larson specifically wanted Edwards to take the wheel. NASCAR journalist Jordan Bianchi of The Athletic first broke the news about Edwards' decision. Bianchi shared on Twitter, "I asked Carl Edwards about whether he'd take Kyle Larson up on this offer, and Carl said he was going to decline." Edwards, who was recently inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame, acknowledged Larson's offer during the ceremony. He expressed gratitude while displaying his characteristic humor. "It's an honor, really. Larson is one of the fastest guys to ever drive one of these cars, and for him to say that, I don't know if he's messing with me. I'm very likely to crash a car if I were to get in one right now." Speaking with Danielle Trotta and Jordan Bianchi on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Edwards elaborated on his decision. He said, "I'm going to turn down that really amazing offer for now if it's a real offer. Nobody's actually extended the offer. If the stars align and I wake up and say, 'Oh, I need to do this,' then yes. But right now, it doesn't fit with everything I've got going on, and I'm not just dying to do it." Edwards acknowledged the pressure associated with driving Larson's car. He added, "So I think I'm going to pass on it, but yes, really cool offer, and an amazing amount of pressure because I think he's Larson, maybe the best driver in the world right now. That's one of the best cars that's ever run, so I might kick myself for turning it down." Despite declining the opportunity, Edwards didn't completely close the door on a potential future return to racing. However, he made it clear that the timing isn't right at present. While Edwards won't be driving Larson's car, he will be making his NASCAR return in a different capacity. Jordan Bianchi reported that Edwards, 45, is joining Prime Video as a pre- and post-race studio analyst. The streaming platform will broadcast 5 NASCAR races this season as part of the sport's new media rights deal. Prime Video's NASCAR coverage begins on May 25th with the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, one of NASCAR's crown jewel events. This timing is particularly noteworthy as it comes just 1 week after the All-Star race, where Edwards declined to drive. In his new role, Edwards will partner with host Danielle Trotta and fellow analyst Corey LaJoie, who is currently a part-time driver in the Cup Series. The main broadcast team will feature Dale Earnhardt Jr., Adam Alexander on play-by-play, and Steve Latarte as a booth analyst. Bob Pockrass of Fox Sports noted that Larson was hopeful Edwards could gain first-hand experience with the next-gen car during the All-Star race, which would benefit him in his new analysis role. However, Edwards has chosen to prepare for his broadcasting duties without that particular driving experience. Edwards has expressed considerable excitement about his new broadcasting venture. In an interview with The Athletic, he stated, "The thing I'm excited about, and I feel like I can hopefully accomplish, is to get to talk a little bit about, especially since I'm not competing anymore, I got nothing to hide. There's no trade secrets I don't want to talk about." Edwards emphasized his desire to provide fans with unique insights. "I want to share with the fans what might be going on inside of that helmet, inside of that car. I want to ask the drivers before, after, maybe away from the track, what's going on? What is really driving you? What are your fears? What are your hopes? What are the difficulties? What are the things that you're so good at that maybe aren't obvious for someone just watching the racing?" The former driver also highlighted the importance of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s involvement in his decision to join the broadcasting team. Edwards said, "Dale's involvement in this is key. I didn't get anything out of my mouth, and the first thing he said to me was, 'Hey, I'll want this to be a good team. We are going to support each other. We will build each other up.' Hearing this, I thought, man, this is just perfect." Despite declining the opportunity to drive Larson's car, Edwards maintains a strong interest in learning about NASCAR's next-gen car. He expressed a desire to test simulators to gain a deeper understanding of the car's handling characteristics. During his SiriusXM NASCAR radio appearance, Edwards made a direct appeal to NASCAR teams. 100%. Any team that has a sim that will let me come drive it, I want to drive a little bit. I want to understand these cars. I drove the TRD sim, and I don't know if the fans know how hard these cars are to drive. Think it was 2 years ago I drove at Charlotte. It's a completely different animal. Edwards elaborated on his curiosity about the current generation of NASCAR vehicles. "There's a battle going on in these cars that I did not understand, and I still don't understand. So, I want to know more, want to drive sims, I'm up for it." This interest demonstrates Edwards' commitment to providing informed analysis in his new broadcasting role, even as he declines the opportunity to get behind the wheel in competition. Edwards retired unexpectedly from full-time NASCAR competition in 2016, during what many considered the prime of his career. His retirement came as a surprise to the NASCAR community, as he was still performing at a high level. Throughout his career, Edwards accumulated 28 wins in the Cup Series and a total of 72 victories across NASCAR's 3 national series. His achievements include prestigious races, such as the Coca-Cola 600 and the Southern 500. Edwards came tantalizingly close to NASCAR championship glory twice. He was edged out in 2008 by Jimmy Johnson and lost to Tony Stewart in 2011 in a tiebreaker. Unlike some other NASCAR legends, such as Jimmy Johnson, who have returned to competition on a part-time basis, Edwards has maintained his retirement from driving since 2016. However, he has remained connected to the sport in various ways, including his recent Hall of Fame induction and driving the pace car at the Hollywood Casino 400 at Kansas Speedway last September. Amazon Prime Video will broadcast 5 NASCAR races this season as part of the sport's new media rights deal. This represents a significant development in NASCAR broadcasting. The Prime Video schedule begins on May 25th with the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway and includes 4 additional races: Nashville Superspeedway, Michigan International Speedway, Mexico City's Autódromo Hermanos Rodriguez, and Pocono Raceway. The Mexico City race marks a particularly notable milestone as it takes NASCAR south of the border. Prime Video has assembled a comprehensive broadcasting team for its NASCAR coverage. In addition to Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and the previously mentioned commentators, the lineup includes Trevor Bayne, Kim Kuhn, and Marty Snyder. Alex Strand, senior coordinating producer at Prime Video, expressed enthusiasm about the team, saying, "Carl's Hall of Fame career, combined with the extensive experience of Trevor, Kim, and Marty, brings an unparalleled authenticity to our coverage. Their deep knowledge and genuine passion will resonate with fans and elevate the NASCAR viewing experience."